after this most blissful darshan and such a beautiful darshan of Bhagavan Sadashiva Murti, Lakulishwara Murti, and these most beautiful forms of Paramashiva, Mukhalinga Murti, as he manifests for all of us. This is the most sweetest experience to have, right? Just to sit and look at Swamiji and just through this blissful act, experiencing the highest form of enlightenment, experiencing Paramadvaita itself. How did you all enjoy the darshan? How was the darshan for all of you? Request
Request
all the
all the
participants
participants
to take a few minutes and please share with us.
how was the experience, enjoy and rejoice today's graceful darshan. Take a few minutes. I request every single participant. I see so many of you smiling here. Understand, today you will see this powerful cognition that Bhagavan Sadashiva stands for, represents, will suddenly start manifesting your very powerful cognition, your very experience without any effort from yourself. Cognizing that it is you who manifested everything, owning up your manifestation will now just start happening in you, and which will be the solution for many of your problems. So, hope all of you enjoyed. How was today's session? Take a few minutes and please share it with us.
Just to sit, look at Swamiji, enjoy this darshan. It's such a blissful treat. And every one of you that are here, please understand, just by the experience connecting to Swamiji, Swamiji is transmitting that highest experience into each of us. Just by that sheer grace, that bliss that we experience, he transmits that highest space, that most blissful space of oneness. Now, to every one of you that are sitting here with us, let us experience this deep feeling connection. Let us manifest it as powers. Let us now enter into the power manifestation session. I request all the participants here. See, when you connect to Sada Shiva, all the 11 dimensions, the 25 states, everything you will just easily transcend. Just visualize Swamiji in you. He is sitting as Sada Shiva in the lotus of your heart. Just visualize that. Connect intensely to Swamiji. Actually, you will start seeing how you will manifest powers beautifully. Every one of you that are sitting here, just through your conscious will, if you just consciously decide right now, you can harness this power of that feeling of connection that you experience. And you will simply see how actually you will start manifesting anything in the length dimension of the cosmos, breadth dimension of the cosmos. You will be able to manifest all of them so easily in the most simplest of manner. I request every one of you to sit now. Let us manifest the power of length dimension. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is each of us we learned about the 11 dimensions, length, breadth, depth, etc. Right? What we're going to be actually doing now is we are going to be projecting to you all random buildings. And what you are going to do is you're going to connect to Swamiji. Understand length means anything which you need logic to analyze. Just by seeing it, you will be able to grasp it. Just by seeing it, just with seeing with your naked eye, you will be able to grasp what is the exact answer, what is the exact height of that particular building, or what is the exact directions to go from point A to point B. Any such things you will be able to see. Okay. So shall we all enter into the power manifestation? Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be projecting to you all. We're going to be manifesting different rounds of this power, different levels of this power. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be projecting to you random patterns for 1 minute each. And you're going to be scanning and identifying what exactly is the right answer for it. Don't use your logic, don't use your don't use your logic dimension, use your third eye to scan, connect, and whatever Swamiji is revealing, share it. Ready? Shall we all enter into the power? Are you all clear? Can I request each of you to settle down? Sit down now. We will be projecting it in a fast pace. So it is not going to be delayed. It's going to be very quick. We request each of you to scan. Now, which square below should be replaced? So the which square should replace the question mark? Please scan. The first answer that Swamiji is showing in your third eye, just post it in the chat. Now, whatever Swamiji revealed to you as answer, go ahead and post in the chat. It is going to be very quick. You may think, oh God, what is it? It's so fast. Actually, it's fast because your logic should not be given that time to analyze things. It is not logic. See, it's mastering the logic dimension using third eye, which is what is length. You master the length dimension. So just connect to Swamiji through the third eye. Whatever
as it is appearing, whatever appears, just post it. Which is the option? Come on. All the participants, please post. Is it A, B, C, D, or E? I only see few people posting. Come on, all the participants. I request everyone of you to manifest together. Ma Alejandra, Ma April, Jianging Zhou, Ma Natalie, all of you please post. All the participants sitting with us, what was the answer? No, we are not going to show it for a long time because then you can easily analyze the pattern with your logic. This is to be done through your third eye. Let us see. A lot of answers are coming in. Okay, we are going to show the question once more. Quickly see through your third eye and Swamiji will reveal the answer to you in your third eye. Just see this image intensely. Now, chant the Mahavakya and identify what is the right option.
Come on, now post in the chat whatever is answer, whatever you saw as the answer, please post it in the chat. So now, shall we all see what the answer is? 3, 2, anyone else quickly who have not posted yet? 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So the right answer is option D. So whoever has posted option D, you have manifested, is going to go over the answer. Mahavani Goyal, that's amazing. I saw Mahavani immediately posting the answer as option D. Wonderful, you have manifested. Congratulations. Actually, this whole power manifestation, right? It happens through because it happens through the length dimension. You should understand the difference. The faster, the quicker you post the answer, that is more from the third eye and not from the logic. If you take time to analyze, see, okay, what is this pattern, how it chooses, then it's from the logic. So please, let's maintain the time. I request every one of you, we're going to be doing it very fast. It's going to be like rapid rounds. So I request every one of you to sincerely scan through the third eye and go on posting whatever you see as the answers. Okay, shall we enter into the round 2? Okay, here's the next question for you all. Please connect to Swamiji intensely. The first answer that comes in your third eye, just go ahead and post it. Yes. Now go ahead and post whatever you saw as the answer. The first thing that comes as the answer, the first letter that came as answer for you. And also post what is the reason that your third eye gave you that answer. What is the exact pattern in them? Come on, please post. Okay, let's verify the answer. For the second round, the answer is once again D. The letter D is the answer. And the reason is because in each row across, the second square is a combination of all the lines and symbols in the other three squares. So please, actually, the moment you scan through the third eye itself will reveal to you not just the answer. It will reveal to you also the reasoning behind the answer, why that answer was the way it was. Actually, ma'am, I stuck. You're saying I do not see in the third eye. I just feel one more word is passing through the with my eyes. Okay, it's okay. See, understand what I'm saying is the moment you chant Mahavakya, the first thing that comes in your inner space, post it. Okay, Ma Purushananda, that's excellent, beautiful. Ma Purushananda also said the first thing her third eye showed is actually deep. Understand? After that, if you allow your logic to scrutinize, if you allow your logic to do all kind of things, then it will give you logic-based answers. Understand? Only when you manifest this power, you will become confident. You will start experiencing that extraordinary confidence of saying, "Hey, you know what? I don't need to depend on my logic." All your external and internal dependencies will fall back only on Swamiji, which is the eternal truth. So manifest this power. Drop. See, many times what this education does to us. We've all been studied and taught in schools, right? So what does that education do? It creates so much of dependency on the knowledge. You become insecure if someone does not allow you to use your logic. We're also insecure to make the decision from the spontaneous flow of life. It does not allow us. We always generate that insecurity inside us, correct? We say, oh my God, what? Let me think through a little bit about my decision. I just want to make sure I'm right with it. Let me analyze it. We take my time to think through, understand. We have become so dependent on our logic, and logic is exhaustible. Logic at beyond a certain point, when we are unwilling to upgrade ourselves to the expansion of life, your logic becomes binary, which is no more applicable. Somebody will say this our logic is more like how in the education systems some 1970s machine they will still be studying in 2000s and later parts. Your logic is much to the like of it because it is not really applicable to the situation of the present moment. We take from the past and we scrutinize the present based on it. So the best way when you're manifesting this power, actually you'll have a lot of insecurity coming up because you'll feel like, oh God, let me think about it. Wait, I want to know what it is. Drop that. When that comes, surrender that at Swamiji's feet. How many of you are catching it? How many of you are understanding it? Because our brains have been trained to think that way. We have to logically analyze, reason, and give the right logical reasoning, everything. You are now hitting that pattern and breaking free from it when you manifest length dimension. Okay, shall we manifest next round? I'm going to request every one of you to also post the reason for why that letter was shown in the third eye. Ask third eye itself to reveal to you the reason. Okay, now entering the round 3. Let us enter the next round. Now connect to Swamiji. See the exact question. What is the exact answer for it? Close your eyes. Scan. The first letter that comes, post it in the chat along with the reason that the third eye is giving you. Yes. Please relax. Now I request you all to start posting whatever each of you are seeing as the answer. Go ahead and start posting. Post along with the reasons. Whatever you saw as the reason, the logical reason and analysis behind it. Post it along with it. Okay, Mavani Goyal, beautiful. You have posted C, something to do with the number of circles. Okay. All the others, post whatever your third eye showed. Jnanapradata, Makikigzu. You should post it with the reason. Ask your third eye to give you the reason of why. Okay. Come on, every one of you, scan through your third eye and post the answer. Okay, my Elizabeth is saying B because of the pattern. Okay, let us now see the answer. Let us see what exactly is the answer for this question that was asked. So the answer is C. And C is the answer because the contents, when you add the contents of the first two boxes to obtain the contents of the third box, except when two lines or symbols appear in the same position in the first two boxes, in which case they are cancelled out. So this is the reason. Actually, Ma Vani Goyal, you have manifested it exactly right. I actually see so many of you have posted C, and I see one of you, one of the participants had posted C, and you said just because the third eye is showing you C, you're not able to come to the reasoning of it, but because your third eye showed, you're posting it. Actually, notice if you see, every one of you who posted the answer first moment, you didn't give yourself time to think. I saw Mavani Goyal and a few of you who posted the moment that I showed you without giving you the time to logically analyze and rationalize. All of you have manifested correctly. That is the power of manifesting this length. Are you all catching it? Okay. Now, with this, let us all enter into the next session where we understand how these 25 states of consciousness, experiencing them, will make us experience the higher time zones, the vertical time zones. Let us listen to the revelations from Swamiji now.
Sometimes people ask me, what's the difference between various states of consciousness and various planes of the universe? Understand? If you go to dream state and come back, what you see in the dream state, what others see in their dream state will not be same. Both of you may be sleeping in the same room, but when you go to dream, the world will be different. When he goes to dream, the world will be different. But conscious planes, the multi-dimension planes of the universe means like a tapoloka, satyaloka, KAILASA. If he gets into KAILASA and you get into KAILASA and come back, description will be same. The scene will be same. Listen carefully. The various states of consciousness is more like the subjective truths. Planes of the universe means subjective truth becoming reality in the universal plane. Understand? How now all of you experience the same in this Jakrat plane. This wall is same for all of you. This mic is same for all of you. The interpretations about the mic will be different. The knowledge about the wall will be different. Perception about the wall will be different, but wall is same. Understand? Truth is same. The facts you derive will be different. So this is the plane of Bhu. If you enter into the planes of Swa, Tapa, Satya, exploring those planes through the various states of consciousness, I should say, if we need to send the rocket to Mars, the fuel we need to fill is states of consciousness. If we need to reach KAILASA, we need to fill our being with Turyatita. The fuel is the states of consciousness. The place to reach the plane is those lokas. Sadashiva has given a very elaborate, detailed science. He has not left us orphans. Understand? If you leave your cell phone to your child and tell the child to call whenever he or she needs, and you have the capacity to appear the moment even he tries to type your number, you can't say you left your child orphan. No one can say your child has been left orphan. He has left us his cell phone number, and he appears even if you start typing the number. Understand? He left the signs to us. He has not denied it to the humanity. He has not denied it for the human beings. When the science is available, it's our responsibility to explore it. Of course, it's my responsibility to make it user-friendly for all of you. Yoga as religion, that is Hinduism. It is from the Hindu culture, Hindu tradition. Yoga has evolved. Hindu thought current. Yoga has evolved. It's a gift we gave it to the world from the Hindu thought current. The original Vedic and Agamic description, definition of yoga, 3 levels: the science of exploring various powers, science of exploring various states of consciousness, science of exploring various dimensions of the universe. Understand? Some of the planets, the base material of the planet is diamond. You should know some of the planets are 80% diamond material. When we have access to the planets and able to transport, what will happen? Nobody can describe. Whether diamond market will collapse or value of our wealth will go up, we don't know. Access, possibility, opens new doors. which can't be described. You do not know the result and end result. You do not know what all other doors can open through this. Same way, access to the multi-dimensions of the universe, you do not know how many new possibilities and doors open. And not only Hindu tradition talks about access to other lokas, other planes of universe, it was a very common practice. In Hindu tradition, human beings having access are those beings contacting human beings. I don't even want to say in the modern day people are not doing it. No, we have enough of people who are doing it even now. The body which is fueled only by sushupti, jakrat swapna means deep sleep, dreaming and little waking state once in a while because of cup of coffee. The body which was being dragged, functioning only with these states, if even little turyatita is mixed, it is like a wow. Today I'll put little turyatita. You will see the kind of a alchemy change in the system. God, what is going on? What is he doing to my system? I'm just changing the fuel. Multiple things will happen. One, a thorough healing of the body. All the repaired parts get healed. All the friction disappears. Then, ability of your mind to see, perceive, cognize jiva, individual self, jagat, universe, Ishvara, Sadashiva. Ability to cognize jiva, Ishvara, jagat. Ability to connect with the jiva, Ishvara and jagat becomes high when you are fueled with the turyatita space and state. That is why these 25 states of consciousness, knowledge about it and experience about it is very important. When the Turiya and Turyatita gets into your system, the Karana, the organ-based projection of the world dissolves into your original state. So the original state becomes reality. Then the organ-based projection universe. Listen. Organ-based projected universe, as long as you are perceiving it, you are pursuing it, it will all be love, hatred, good, bad, right, wrong, jumps in the life. But When Turiya and Turiyatita is added to your biomemory, bioenergy, suddenly you will realize yourself is a much deeper and higher reality than the organ-based projected universe. Listen, what we call parallel universe, unmanifest, avyakta, the delusion component of Mahadeva, Throbhava, cannot be exactly translated as delusion. It should only be translated as ununderstandable, ununderstood, or unknown. Throbhava is not, the precise word is not delusion. Precise word is unknown. The various permutation combinations of the 5 units, 5 unit principles is length, breadth, depth, time, space. 5 tattva, principal tattvas. The various permutation combination of these 5 principles forms 11 dimensions. Length, breadth, depth. These 3 dimensions operate in Bhu, the pure space where all other things merge into the space is KAILASA. The 14 lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Bhatala, Bhur, Bhuva, Suva, Tapas, Satya. All those 14 lokas come under these 11 dimensions. Understand this 11 dimension, then I will initiate all of you. Not just educating, I will initiate also. Just I need to change the fuel in your body. The fuel with which you are functioning now needs to be changed. You will automatically have your eyes pulled by the third eye during the initiation. I will also teach you guys to teleport and materialize antimatter. See, all teleportation has to happen only through the antimatter. Vibhuti has to become antimatter, only then it has to become a Vibhuti again. So if I just ask you guys to stop in between, that's all. You have antimatter and billions of dollars. Cosmos cannot just brush you aside, push you aside, saying, okay, you throw tantrum, I'll do my job. No. Understand, if you read the Vedic literature, so many references will be there. A rishi is sitting in one forest, corner of the forest, under a tree and meditating. Indra's throne burns. Mahadeva's Kailasa shakes. Vishnu wakes up from his Vaikunta snake bed, rushes to attend. Have you not read these stories? What it means? Your tantrum cannot be neglected. Be a strong seeker, intense seeker. Never allow the worship of ignorance. Never allow worship of ignorance. I tell you, whatever you lost, wealth, time, energy, youth, I am telling you, everything is useless. Gain 10 times, 100 times more. Anything you lost, just if you acquire one thing, seeking. If you stop worshipping ignorance, losing the spiritual seeking is the biggest curse. If you have not lost the spiritual seeking, don't worry, nothing is lost. It means you know how to throw tantrum and make the cosmic mother open the treasury, go down for us. Seeking is nothing but your ability to throw tantrum and get the attention of the cosmic mother. I am telling you, just sit under one tree with a depth and decision of seeking. Simply Kailasa has to shiver. Kailasa will shake. Don't try to be Ravana, trying to shake the Kailasa. You will be caught under. Just be a yogi. Vishnu cannot sleep there. Vaikunta will have a tsunami. He has to come down and attend to you. Because after all, Vaikunta, Kailasa and all is nothing but a parallel universe of you. Your Anagata Chakra. The parallel universe of your Anagata Chakra is Vaikunta. Parallel universe of your Anya is Kailasa. If you shake your Anya, Kailasa has to wake up and Mahadeva has to appear in front of you. Don't be arrogant out of your seeking. Actually, when you are seeking, arrogance will not even happen. Now when I am explaining, don't see this as arrogance. Very pure, clear, confident and the straight, right guidance I am giving you. It's not arrogance. When I say, if you sit and open your third eye, the parallel universe of the third eye, Kailasa has to shake and Mahadeva has to appear. I am not arrogant. I am just revealing some of the very deep, sacred secret to you. If you sit and open your Anahata Chakra with the depth of seeking, simply the Narayana has to wake up from his Yoga Nidra and appear in front of you. Oh my son, what do you want? Indra's throne will burn. Have you not heard these stories? These are not stories, they are truths. They are truths. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa on this auspicious Nithyanandotsavam, Avatara Brahmotsavam, Avatara Dina Brahmotsavam, second day. Listen. Listen. Surrender is the parallel universe synergy trigger. Let me repeat. Surrender is the parallel universe synergy trigger. Means, I'll try to expand. Please listen intensely. Even you listening about surrender, internalizing, trying to cognize, do manana about surrender, even thinking of doing surrender or planning, strategizing to do surrender, everything is parallel universe synergy trigger means Paramashiva has already decided and he has picked you up. You are handpicked, chosen. That is why you can even hear about surrender. Shravana about Saranagati happens only if Paramashiva has decided you are his. You belong to him. It is parallel universe synergy trigger. It has multi-layer meaning. It's not that you surrender and Paramashiva accepts. He decided to accept you, then he triggers the surrender in you, the idea of surrender in you, thought of surrender in you. KAILASA decided to accept your surrender. Only then the surrender idea gets triggered in you. Bhakti, Saranagati, feeling connection, love, all of this towards the divine, Paramashiva and Guru, is parallel universe synergy trigger. The sync you and the parallel universe is synced continuously, consciously, spontaneously, simultaneously. Listen. Surrender is parallel universe synergy trigger. Let me expand. Listen intensely. Even you listening, hearing about Saranagati, Saranagati to Paramashiva or Guru, the ultimate. Even you are listening or manana, thinking, or nididhyasana, manifesting. See, whether you try to listen and cognize or contemplate and strategize to manifest or manifest. Shravana, Manana, Nidithyasana. In all three levels, even you hearing about Saranagati, listening about Saranagati is parallel universe synergy trigger. Means only when Paramashiva decides to have you for himself, he triggers the idea of Saranagati in you. Don't ever think you decide to surrender, then Paramashiva accepts it. No. Understand the principle of time in parallel universe. In parallel universe, there is no past, present, future. It's a synergy. Synced energy manifestation is synergy. He decides, KAILASA decides, Paramashiva decides to have you for himself, then the idea of surrender gets triggered in you. Let me repeat. It is not that you decide to do Saranagati and then he accepts no. He decides to have you all for himself, then he triggers from the parallel universe as a synergy trigger. Saranagati is triggered in you. Listen. Paramashiva does 5 action: creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, putting in delusion, and liberation. First 4, creation, he does by sitting in Brahmaloka. As a Brahma, he manifests and creates. Maintenance, he does by lying down in Paramapada as Parandama. Rejuvenation, he does as Maharudra in Kailasa, from Kailasa itself. Putting in delusion, he does through many of his forms like Bhikshadana, all those forms he took just to put people in delusion. Liberation. For liberation, he always comes down to planet Earth. He has to assume human form. The form he assumes for liberation is Guru. Keeping liberation as a predominant activity, the form he assumes is Guru. I'll tell you. In the cosmic level, Paramashiva has 5 of his dimensions: creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, destruction and rejuvenation, putting in and pulling out of delusion, and liberation. All these 5. In your microcosmic life, in your Pindanda microcosmic level, you play the same game. Every day, the new cells getting created, new organs getting manifested in your body is your creation. All of you need to know. Including your brain, everything gets newly recreated. New cells are created every minute, every second. This is your creation. In microcosmic level, in macrocosmic level, the planets which manifest planets are getting created. In microcosmic level, the cells are created. In the macrocosmic level, whatever is created is continuously getting sustained. In microcosmic level, the body you create is getting sustained. The life you manifest is getting sustained by you. You continuously breathing, inhaling and exhaling, keeping you alive is sustenance, maintenance in microcosmic level. In the macrocosmic level, destruction, rejuvenation, samhara is black holes swallowing big bangs. In the microcosmic level, the old cells getting killed and new cells getting formed is rejuvenation, samhara. In your body, in your microcosmic level, pindanda level. Same way, in the Brahmanda level, the delusion is cosmos creating deluges, pralayas to rejuvenate itself, clean itself. I told you, this year, not just corona, there are so many other natural calamities. To clean the collective negativity will happen. This deluge, pralaya, will clean up a lot of collective negativity. You can see the heat wave all over the world. All the Panchabhutas playing and aligning itself. In the cosmic level, this is the delusion, throbhava going on. In the macrocosm, pindanda level, you forgetting your existence as Paramashiva, higher reality, falling into the nightmares and going through, is the small scale throbhava. Delusion in the pindanda, microcosmic level you go through. In the cosmic level, Brahmanda level, liberation, anugraha is Paramashiva himself manifesting as this Nijavadara Nithyananda and making this KAILASA happen. And guiding all the beings in microcosmic level, pindanda level, you receiving these powerful cognitions and liberating yourself from all this deluge by holding on to the Guru's feet is the liberation happening in you. Understand, whatever is happening in Brahmanda, macrocosm, is happening in your pindanda, microcosm. So don't worry about your delusions. Don't be powerless about it. Don't try to work with the facts and figures externally. Don't try to work with the seen. Work on the seer. Understand, reactions are irresponsible actions without realizing the astitva of you. Understand? Reactions are irresponsible actions without realizing your astitva. Perception is incomplete expression of the experience. More you start seeing beyond perception, more of the existential physics is understood by you. Understand? The physics of perceived is energy cannot be created or destroyed. Physics of the physics is energy can be created, manifested, transformed, interchanged, maintained, destroyed, withdrawn. Energy can be manifested, created, generated. Creation is different, generation is different. For generation, you need some raw material. For creation, you don't need. Srishti, Icha Matra Srishti. Without even having Sangalpa or Icha as the source material. Manifestation. With or without or no reason. It can be generated, created, manifested in any quantity and quality, maintained, sustained, interchanged, transformed, transferred, played with, hidden, stored, covered, withdrawn, destroyed, can be made to disappear without even the trace that it existed. All this and something more. The supreme, as per Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Bhagavan, Brahman, Sadashiva cannot be translated by the word God. The Western definition of God is generator, operator, destroyer. Only three aspects. The Hindu understanding of supreme reality is generator, operator, destroyer, deluder, and liberator. The major two aspects of life unfortunately was never grasped anywhere else other than this Saraswati Ganges civilization. Only the Saraswati Ganges civilization understood the world beyond seen. If you don't understand delusion, you can't understand beyond the four dimensions. You can't understand reality in its completion. God is not Sadashiva. Maybe I can contribute a new word, Godel. G-O-D-D-E-L. G-O-D-D-E-L. Godel. Listen. Whenever God is not Sadashiva. Sadashiva, Brahman, Bhagavan, all these words used in the Brahman used in Upanishad, Bhagavan used in Puranas, Sadashiva used in Agamas cannot be translated as God, God used in Western theologies. understand these 5 aspects of Sadashiva in the manifest form is called Ishvara, unmanifest form is Avyakta. Even this 5 is only the manifest form of God L, Sadashiva. Existence of Ishwaratva is nothing but the decision to own up the principle of creation, principle of sustenance, principle of rejuvenation, principle of delusion, principle of liberation in your existence. Understand? If you own up what you created, you sustained, you destroyed or rejuvenated, or you put yourself in delusion or freed from delusion, or from which you are liberated or liberating, want liberation. If you own up these 5 principles of your life, you become Ishvara for you. If you own up these 5 principles for a group of people, you become Kulapati to them, Ishvara to them. If you own up for a large number of people, you become Mandaleshwara. If you own up the same 5 principles for a Mahamandala, you become Mahamandaleshwara. If you own up these 5 principles for the whole universe, you become Ishvara of Brahmanda. Let me explain. Listen, the moment I introduce the sacred secrets about Ishvara, the creation, protection, destruction, putting in delusion, liberation, srishti, sthiti, vinasha, or samhara, or troba. Next is trobhava and anugraha. Everyone has a question. Why should he put us in delusion? Fool. I should not even be translating in English, putting in delusion. It should be enjoying delusion. Nobody has put you in Trobhava. You put you in Trobhava. You started enjoying and you forgot why you started enjoying. So it became suffering. All Trobhava. The solution for Trobhava, you need to be having throwback bhava. Just go back and understand why you decided what you decided. Throwback bhava will liberate you from throwbhava. Anywhere you feel deluded, suffering, suffocated, tortured, go back to the source of those decisions, why you took those decisions, which is now extending into Throbhava. Today's one-liner for all of you is, throwback bhava will solve the problem of Throbhava. Nobody put you in delusion. You started doing something and forgot the context of why you started, upgraded intelligence, covering the context of why you started what you started, is Trobhava. Upgraded intelligence, remembering the context of why you started what you started, is Anugraha. Apasmara is Trobhava, Smarana is Anugraha. Forgetting the context is Trobhava, remembering the context is Anugraha. That's all. To remind you with the context, Sadashiva happens as Guru. That is the highest anugraha he can do. Understand? All the four, Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Trobhava, is operated from Turyadita, T-A-T-A. Understand these two principles. How to transform your death into rejuvenation, and how to transform your delusion into liberation, pulling out of the delusion. The fear of death is an unusual, abnormal, irrational fear of personally dying or somebody who is part of you, they dying. Understand this too, you will realize your Sadashivatva. Creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, getting out of delusion, and liberation. Srishti, Sthiti, Samhara, Trobhava, Anugraha. All these five will become your powers. You will manifest Sadashivatva. You will manifest these 5 dimensions, 5 phases, PHASES of you, your existence. I tell you, when you get out of delusion, which you created, see, when you create, oh, this is difficult, this is bad, this is wrong, I can't, and made small mole into mountain and destroyed your life energy flow, but you decide, no, work is not bad, being workaholic is not bad, it's not wrong, nobody is exploiting me, I am stretching myself and becoming alive, active. By working, nobody died. Only by lying, everyone fell into depression and died, destroyed themselves. By being active and overactive, nobody died. Only by over lying, people fell into depression and destroyed their life. When you realize and go on declaring, hey, I'm working, it is good, it is life positive, and get out of that laziness even once, you will gain so much confidence to declare the highest realities of you and stand up to it. Once I got addicted to this hotel coffee. In Tiruvannamala, there is a hotel, Udupi Hotel. My guru, Raghupati Yogi, used to take me every day, morning, and give me that coffee and take me for the yoga. I got addicted. And morning when I get up and come with my guru, first thing I'll say, get me coffee, I'll tell. After a few days, I myself understood I am becoming addicted. Then I asked him that how to get out of this. He said, just go and tell 3 people that I hate coffee, I don't want to drink coffee anymore. To my mother, to his wife, my guru's Raghupati Yogi's wife, and Udupi Hotel owner. All 3. Only these 3 will give coffee for me. He told me, go and tell all these 3 people that you hate coffee and you don't like coffee, you don't want coffee, it's bad. I did it. I saw all 3 stopped giving me. In 2-3 days, I even forgot coffee. Listen, really this happened. When I started declaring, telling, first time when I told my mother I hate coffee, I don't like coffee, neither she believed nor I believed. But second time when I went and told my guru's wife, she thought maybe I am a little cranky and my mood is not good. Or her husband would have told me to do this because she knows all the trick. Even if you are a great enlightened Siddha, your wife knows all your tricks. You are not beyond your wife. Your wife is the bigger Siddha, bigger person than all your enlightenment. And she knows all his tricks, all his techniques, all his methods. So she thought maybe he only told him to do this. Third time when I went and declared to that hotel owner, Udupi hotel owner, I also started believing and he also started believing. I tell you, that's all. Oh, listen. Now Paramashiva will reveal most important truth for Paramadvaita Sakshatkara through the Shat Darshanas. Purva Mimamsa, the first Darshana, talks about, reveals all the vertical time zone beings, 33 crores of gods, goddesses, Gandharvas, Yaksha, Rishi, Muni, Siddha, various vertical time zone beings. And Uttaramimamsa. Listen. Purva Mimamsa talks about various vertical time zone beings, the higher loka beings, and methods to connect with them through the various kriyas, rituals, actions. Uttaramimamsa reveals the signs, all knowledge, whether Dvaita, Visishtadvaita, Advaita, and internal branches of Dvaita, subsects of Visishtadvaita, subsects of Advaita, all is from Uttaramimamsa. Now, The whole Hinduism you all know is just combination of these two. In Purva Mimamsa, crores of gods, Hindu pantheon of gods are revealed. In that, majority is 6. Ganapati, Muruga, Paramashiva, Parandama, Paramashiva Shakti, Surya. This 6 is approached with Advaita, Visishtadvaita, Dvaita, and its internal branches. That's all is the whole Hinduism. The permutation combination of these 3 Uttaramimamsa philosophies approaching these 6 gods and the gods under them. I can say that these 6 are like a Shakti, means all feminine gods. She is one with that. Paramashiva, all gods put together. Mahadeva. So each of the gods are the totality of millions of gods, and each of this philosophy, Dvaita, is totality of thousands of Dvaita branches. Visishtadvaita is totality of thousands of Visishtadvaita branches. Advaita is totality of thousands of Advaitic branches. Permutation combination of this. Let me give you more clear understanding. Ganapati. You can approach Ganapati from Dvaita aspect. Dvaita means God is separate, you are separate. You can approach Ganapati with a Dvaita approach. Visishtadvaita means God is a large fire, whole. I am one spark, part of it. That is Visishtadvaita. You can approach Ganapati with this Visishtadvaita thought current. Satya. Advaita is me and God is one and the same. You are God. You can approach Ganapati with that same Advaita. You can approach Ganapati with all these 3 and internal branches of all these 3. Ganapati approached from Advaita is Ganapati Atharva Sirshopanishad. That is why it says Ganapati is in me, I am Ganapati. Ganapati approached from Dvaita way is Vinayak Raghaval. What Avayar wrote. Ganapati approached with Visishtadvaita. There are so many examples I can give. Same way Muruga. You can approach Muruga from Visishtadvaita, Dvaita and Advaita. Paramashiva. You can approach Paramashiva from Visishtadvaita. That is the modern day Saiva Siddhantam. And you can approach Paramashiva with a Dvaita angle. It's a Bhakti Sampradayas. You can approach Paramashiva with Advaita angle, which is Suddha Advaitam or Paramadvaitam, the multiple Advaitic traditions. You can approach each of the gods through each of these philosophy roots. This permutation combination, same way Vishnu. You can approach Vishnu from Dvaita angle. That is Madhvacharya's tradition. You can approach Vishnu from Visishtadvaita angle. That is Ramanujacharya tradition. You can approach Vishnu from Advaita angle. That's the Ramayat Sampradaya. So each God you can approach from various sampradayas. This permutation combination is the essence of Hinduism. Today, I am giving you the core truth of Sadashiva, the biology of enlightenment, discovering your highest potential from the viewpoint of Shad Darshana, means Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. Paramashiva's 5 major aspects: creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, delusion, liberation. These 5 aspects, you can connect with these 5 aspects from Dvaita, Visishtadvaita and Advaita angles. Understand? From the angle of Dvaita, understanding creation, understanding sustenance, understanding rejuvenation, understanding delusion, understanding liberation. From angle of Visishtadvaita, understanding creation, understanding sustenance, understanding rejuvenation, understanding delusion, understanding liberation. From the angle of Advaita, understanding creation, understanding sustenance, understanding rejuvenation, understanding delusion, understanding liberation. All of you listen. I was revealing some of the most important, powerful understanding about the whole cosmic knowledge system. First, Purva Mimamsa, which reveals about the beings of higher lokas. Uttara Mimamsa, which is science to relate with them, to manifest them in your life. In this higher loka beings, major 6 like Ganapati, Subramanya, Paramashiva Shakti, Paramashiva, Parandama, Surya, Shanmata, and 3 system of philosophy: Dvaita, Visishtadvaita, Advaita. And through each of these philosophies, you can relate with each God. That creates the multiple sampradayas in Hinduism. And Paramashiva is 5 aspects: creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, delusion, liberation. These 5 you can approach from the angle of Dvaita, Visishtadvaita, Advaita. This understanding, type, each one of you please type what you understood from this few-minute introduction. Then I will take you to the next step and give you the deepest clarity and sakshatkara. Oh, listen. Listen intensely, sincerely. Listen. When you are in Dvaita, God is separate, you are separate. In that idea, how you look at the creation, how you look at the sustenance, maintenance process, how you look at rejuvenation, how you look at delusion, how you look at liberation. Contemplate deeply. Usually, when you are in duality, Dvaita, you feel creation is real, as it is. So scientists are the greatest beings for you. When I say E is not equivalent to mc square, so many people resisted, refuted, made fun. But now, from multiple sources, multiple people are establishing E is not equal to mc square. I am the first voice. After me, they all started. Go and see. Google. The first voice who declared E is not equal to mc square is me. I spoke from the ultimate truth of Vedic tradition. See, everything that exists, either it is 51% of intensity and 49% of the matter, or 51% of the matter, 49% of the intensity. Instead of matter, let me use the word intensity and continuity. See, everything that exists, either 1% extra intensity, 1% less continuity, or 1% extra continuity or 1% extra intensity. That is the only way a duality, dvandva, dvaita mind can perceive. But Advaitic mind only knows intensity and continuity does not have independent, separate existence. Intensity is intensity. Continuity is continuity. It both are qualities of same existence. Dualistic mind will see creation as truth, will see maintenance as work, will see rejuvenation as a death, will not have an idea about delusion, always will be afraid of anything unknown, will always have the greed for liberation. That's all. This is the way the duality, the Dvaitic mind works. Visishtadvaita mind comes little up. It looks at creation as not truth or reality. It needs to be explored. It is there, but we do not know fully about it. We need to explore. A Visishtadvaita mind will see maintenance not as a work, a spontaneous. Happening, but not simultaneous. Listen. Spontaneous but not simultaneous. Spontaneous but one after another. That's the way Visishtadvaita mind sees it. But Advaitic mind sees maintenance as spontaneous and simultaneous and synergetic. A Visishtadvaita mind sees rejuvenation as a crossroad. It can either lead to destruction or rejuvenation. How you travel based on that. But Advaiti will see all rejuvenation, all samhara is rejuvenation because there is no destruction. About delusion, a Visishtadvaita mind will see it is like when you connect with source, you are out of delusion. When you move away from source, you are into delusion. But Advaitic mind knows delusion is a delusion is a delusion. How can you give easiness, existence to delusion? Yes. Now listen. Listen carefully. See, creation. A dual Dvaiti mind will see creation as reality, truth. A Visishtadvaiti mind will see not completely true, not completely false, need to explore. An Advaiti's mind will see this creation is experienced in my inner space. As it is seen externally, it does not have existence. Sustenance. About sthiti, maintenance. A Dvaiti will see it's a hard work, lot of work. Visishtadvaiti will see it's a spontaneous process, but not simultaneous. It's a spontaneous process, but happens one by one. Spontaneous, but not simultaneous. Advaiti will see maintenance, sthiti, as spontaneous and simultaneous. Same way, rejuvenation, samhara. Dvaiti will see samhara as death, end. And Dvaitis are always afraid of Rudra because they feel samhara is end, death. But Visishtadvaiti will see that as the exit, means like crossroad. You can either make it as rejuvenation or get destroyed, make it as destruction. But Advaiti will see all samhara only as rejuvenation because he knows there is no destruction possible in the existence. Next, delusion. A Dvaiti will see delusion as complete kind of a demon, devil, do not know what is happening. Oh, it is hell, patala, all that, naraka, hell, all that kind of an idea. A Visishtadvaiti will see if you move away from source, you will fall into delusion. If you move near to the source, you will be liberated from delusion. And Advaiti will see delusion is delusion is delusion. How can you give easiness for delusion? How can you give existence for delusion? Liberation. Advaiti will see liberation as free from all these other creation, maintenance, rejuvenation, samhara, and delusion, free from all this load. It is just like a vacation, free from all stress. A Visishtadvaiti will see liberation as becoming one with his source, Paramatma. Dvaiti will see liberation as the outcome of knowledge. Liberation is not something to be achieved, it is the manifestation of knowledge. Now I am coming to the ultimate, Paramadvaita. How a Paramadvaiti will see the creation, how Paramadvaiti will see maintenance, how a Paramadvaiti will see rejuvenation, how Paramadvaiti will see delusion, how Paramadvaiti will see liberation. Listen. Paramadvaiti sees the ultimate truth, creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, delusion, liberation, everything is a spontaneous, simultaneous, synergetic existence the way Paramashiva exists and more. And Paramadvaiti knows Dvaita is also Satya, Visishtadvaita is also Satya, the Advaita is also Satya. At various frequencies, all these three are Satyas. By raising the frequency of the being, making them realize the Paramadvaita is the Paramasatya, ultimate Satya. Listen. Maybe what I am revealing now, if you make a table column of 5, means 5 aspects of Sadashiva: creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, delusion, liberation. Satyojata, Vamadeva, Agora, Tatpurusha, Isana. And put the how Dvaiti C, Visishtadvaiti C, Advaiti C, and Paramadvaiti C. If you make the column, you will see clearly most of your problems are internal non-understanding. When these internal non-understandings are cleared, life becomes Leela. You just manifest what you want. Listen. having right understanding about the maintenance takes away all your tiredness and boredom. Multiple silly problems disappear. Today, what I revealed is practically the whole Hinduism in a nutshell, in one tabular column. I'll make this as a realization in you all now through this initiation and darshan of Sadashiva. I'll make this as a sakshatkara in you all. Om, 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om, Om, Om. Understand, if you know you exist and you perceive you exist, you can have any upati. Upati is the title, means you exist as a man, you exist as a woman, you exist as a human. Even any of those upadis are okay. If you know you exist, if you remember you exist, and if you want to exist, understand you are pure reflection of Mahasadashiva. The conclusion you need to come about you is Mahasadashiva. I tell you, the moment you come to the conclusion you are Mahasadashiva, you will look at the life large. All suffering is when you look at the life very short. This is just the fundamentally two concept. One, decide if you are alive, you are Mahadeva, Mahasadashiva. And with that conclusion and maturity, you will talk to your third eye, you will talk to the rain or sun or moon or the air, with any energy that exists. Maturity is the unit with which you will relate with them. Listen carefully. Decide to have a matured conversation. Tell the air, I am Sadashiva, you are established in me, and there is a diamond which is there within your reach. Just bring it and put it in front of me. Know very clearly everything, the whole matter, Prakriti, is established on you. Nothing to be begged, nothing to be stolen, nothing to be cheated. Only people who have a low inner image plan for hit and run relationship. Just I will cheat, and tonight I will use, and tomorrow morning I will disappear. It is a cheap fellows who don't have right self-respect. Womanizers never will have a self-respect because they feel themselves so low. By the attention they get from others, they think that is the love, and they try to feel good about themselves for a time being. Life does not work with the hit and run relationship principle. Life works with a stable, matured, long-term relationship. All of you sit first, write in a paper clearly for you to remember. Because I am alive, and I remember I am alive, and I want to be alive. Sat Chit Ananda, I am Sadashiva. Sat means I am alive. Chit means I remember I am alive. Ananda means I want to be alive because I enjoy being alive. Because I am Sat Chit Ananda, I am Sadashiva, I am Mahadeva, I am Mahasadashiva. Write this in one paper, come to the conclusion and sit on it. With that decision and conclusion, have matured conversation with anything. You will start manifesting powers now. This is the most matured, powerful initiation. Understand? You should manifest powers from the right context. Only then it will be permanent. If you manifest just because of Aushadha, just because of Jnananjana, once in a while okay, to give you confidence. But if you are doing only that, then it is it and run relationship only. You should manifest not just because of Jnananjana, not just because of Aushadha, but because of the cognition. This is the real prasada. This cognition is most used prasada from me. Why this throne becomes divine? Because I used it many times. So most number of times I used is this cognition which I am giving you now. So this is the best prasada than even this throne. Sit on that. Sit on that. Now I am going to make you manifest 21 powers. Just to make you understand the multi-dimensions of this truth. Listen. Listen carefully. This, the part of the truth I am sharing with you, this part is called Sattva Tattva. The unit of purity. This is a chapter, Sattva Tattva. Mahadeva reveals in Agama. See, I use 4 or 5 words for Mahasadashiva. The word Mahasadashiva, Sadashiva, Mahadeva, Shiva. All these words point towards the same being, which is totality of all of us. So, if you are new to Hinduism, please don't get confused. Let me repeat. Usually I use all these words, Mahadeva, Sadashiva, Shiva, Mahasadashiva, all these words, Parashiva, all these words denote the same being, who is totality of the whole existence. All of us. Nithyanandeshwara. All these words denote the same being. Mahadeva explains in Agama this part which I am talking to you now as Sattva Tattva. You can have the conclusion, my existence can move only maximum my own body, that also all the time not. You can live in that conclusion. You can live in that cognition. Who is going to suffer? Naturally, your ability to move goes on reducing. One day you stop moving, that's what is death. I tell you, you do not need to withdraw because it has not become immediately your realization. I'll give you experiential proofs to you as your own experience through power manifestation. That will start poking holes in your doubts, and your doubts will collapse. When your doubts collapses, this cognition becomes your cognition. And living with these higher conclusions, higher cognitions as the source of your life is what I call existence of Mahasadashiva, state of Mahasadashiva. See, you also exist, he also exists. He exists with a clarity, dynamic activity and static matter has no boundary. I am one with everything, so everything listens to me and my strategy. Let's invoke Mahadeva's presence, Mahasadashiva's presence. Let him bless all of us and allow us to understand him in us in him. Things I'm going to talk are too strong. Till now, whatever you heard. If it is 1 unit confusing, this will be 1000 unit. Not actually confusing, I should say that too strong understanding and you seeing me is very important. Lot of Sami Onnada moment will be happening, so you seeing me is very important. See, one thing, all of you understand. I'm initiating you into deep understandings and powers. It will all click when you start living more and more. It will be like a digestion. Every day you take bath, while you are under shower, suddenly something will click. While you are going for two, something will click. While you are brushing your teeth, something will click. I am going to introduce Mahasadashiva, all his aspects and dimensions. Even if you don't intellectually catch it, it's okay. Just sit. At least let your intellect knows he is beyond your intellect. Even that is also in a way catching it. Knowing that you can't know it also is in a way knowing it. So you can see Mahasadashiva's, the way he describes himself in Agama with Adi Shakti. You can see him with 25 heads. I should say, head without third eye is head. The moment third eye is awakened, it's no more head, it's identity. Head becomes identity when third eye is awakened. Till your third eye is awakened, even if your head is cut, no use. Nothing is lost. Because nothing worthy is there in the head. Once the third eye awakens only, you become an identity. So, because your existence is needed. Your existence is needed for you, for society, for humanity, for the universe. Till third eye is awakened, your existence is nothing more than this animals in the slaughterhouse. People look at that only as a next day meal. It's not looked as an animal. Of course, that is not right. That is the next. So you can see him having 25 heads. First layer 9, second layer 7, third layer 5, fourth layer 3, last layer 1. Listen, actually this 25 is not number 25. It is just countless. Any identity is part of Mahasadashiva. Then it is zillion or zillions and zillions. It's countless. I'll explain, then you will understand. Please see this. Below the 9 heads, they represent unit dimensions of the cosmos, like a length, breadth, depth, time, space, the unit dimension. The other 4, don't worry about it now, I'll explain later. Let me give you understanding step by step so you understand it is your own head. Listen. The lowest rung, that lowest line, represents length, breadth, depth. Why I want you to understand, by understanding it you will understand you also have all this in you. Some of your heads are not awakened, that's all. You also have all this. Most of you are awakened only with the first head, that's why only one head length, that's all. That's all you know. In this length and in this length. For all greed, for all fear, over. You know only length. See, if you resist even to understand these numbers, that is what is fear of chaos. You think everything is chaos, anything I can't understand is chaos. Fear of unmanifest, avyakta. When I said Shabda is 4, everyone was very happy. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I said, no, it is not 4. Now, fundamentally, I want you to know, breath is length, breadth put together and its own independent existence. Understand? See, length, breadth, is this going in this direction, in this direction, in this direction, in this direction? Fundamentally, what I am trying to convey, ability to increase the frequency of your existence, ability to be present without getting overwhelmed. Confusion is okay, overwhelming is okay, that is also part of one of your head, which is unmanifest. Your own head of logic is trying to grasp your unmanifest dimension. There exists confusion, which is not something away from you, as Mahasadashiva, all both exists in you. This length which is trying to understand, and the depth which is non-understandable, and the confusion generated which is avyakta, unmanifest, during this whole process. How many are understanding? The conviction, Sadashiva, cannot be shaken. You are the para, the ultimate. what I call the Mahasadashiva. As I usually tell, that Brahmins call Parabrahma, Vaishnavites call Paramapatam, Shaivites call Parashiva, Shaktas call Parashakti. That Para, the space of Para, you are that. The independent, intelligent, active, inspired, charged up, passionate embodiment of Ananta Kalyana Gunas. All the auspiciousness. That conviction cannot be shaken by everyday conclusions changing or moving. Listen. Because your conclusions every day goes ups and downs, you feel the intensity is not continuity. Your day to day, see, you always gauge the productivity of your life and how you feel, what you are, about the day to day mood swing. Your day to day mood swing cannot be used to question the convictions about your existence. I tell you, all the mood swings you have, because of your stomach related chemicals ups and downs, and the actions you do, reactions you do, the so-called good, bad, everything is dead. It doesn't come with you. The moment that fire, Jadaragni, is put off, all the actions and reactions related to lust does not come with you the moment Kamagni is put off. So every point you have to come to certain conclusions about you cannot question your convictions about you. You are Mahasadashiva is the conviction about you. It's not conclusion. Understand, that's not conclusion. That cannot be conclusion. Your day-to-day actions, reactions, good, bad, right, wrong, victory, defeat, losing battles cannot be called as losing war. I want to give you a very simple yogic technique. Always visualize yourself with a 25 head and 50 hands as Mahasadashiva and breathe through all the 25 heads. You don't know the power of this technique. Even if you practice as a technique, even if you don't believe you are Sadashiva or Paramashiva, Mahasadashiva, just do this as a technique. Visualize yourself with a 25 head and 50 hands and inhale and exhale through 25 heads. So much samana will get into your system. Your intelligence will be intensely activated. Samana is intense prana. If I roughly equate oxygen to oxygen to prana, I can roughly equate. It cannot be exactly equated because it is something more. Oxygen independently does not have life, but prana independently has life. Just by the very existence, prana can generate life. It can give life even to a dead leaf. From dead leaf, the tree can happen if the prana exists. If the leaf exists in the space of prana, from dead leaf, life can happen. From one hair, life can happen. That is what Virabhadra. This Paramashiva gives one jata and life happens. So be assured, don't bother about this superstitious science practitioners. Paramashiva is real. Mahasadashiva with 25 face and 50 hands is real. Just visualize yourself and inhale and exhale, then you will understand. The air which goes to the 5th layer, 25th head, nostril and comes down will make you realize you are Mahasadashiva. This kind of breathing will make you realize every word I am uttering is true, and it will become reality in you. You will start living enlightenment. Understand, living enlightenment is not a struggle. Now I want to tell you, for living enlightenment, you need vision, not sacrifice. As long as you don't get the right vision, you need to have sacrifice. Till the vision is not clicked, you need sacrifice. Once the vision clicks, you don't need sacrifice. Listen, please listen. Sadashiva has 5 faces, P-H-A-S-E-S, paces. That 5 paces does creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. Now, each pace, for example, creation, manifestation pace, that is Satyojata. That creation pace has 5 phases. How you know? Manifesting manifestation, manifesting sustenance, manifesting rejuvenation, destruction, manifesting pulling out of delusion, manifesting liberation. How can liberation come into existence unless it is manifested? How can sustenance happen unless it is manifested? So, the manifestation PHASES, pace of Paramashiva, has 5 phases, FASCE. Manifestation pace of Sadashiva has 5 phases. So manifestation itself is 5 level. So that is 5 phase. Then sustenance is 5 level. That is 5 phase. Then rejuvenation is 5 level. That is 5 phase. Pulling out of delusion is 5 level. That is 5 phase. Liberation is 5 level. That is 5 phase. All these 5 into 5, 25 phases put together is Mahasadashiva. Understand? Five into 5, 25 happening now in you is the meaning of Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. This is the meaning of Mahavagya. Understand? This is the powerful cognition of Mahavagya. What is the powerful cognition of Mahavagya? All the 25 happening now in you. All the 25 happening now in you. Satyojata Murti, Vamadeva Murti, Tatpurusha Murti, Aghora Murti, Ishana Murti, all the five put together as Sadashiva Murti, and all the 5 into 5 put together as Mahasadashiva Murti is happening in you now. Understand? Listen carefully. I am teaching you the science Paramashiva Vijnana brought by Parashakti, given by Paramashiva himself to Parashakti and brought by Parashakti to planet Earth, Kanchi. And she started spreading it from Tiruvannamalai to the whole world. Understand? Few things you need to really understand. There is nothing called cheating or unnecessary component in Vedas and Agamas. Not one line of Veda Agamas are exploitative. They are extremely honest, truthful. And I really want to tell you, the extreme honesty and truthfulness of Vedas and Agamas every line, every way, the Vedas and Agamas try to explain the truth with tremendous patience. The whole knowledge, the whole life, the life positivity is unimaginable. Just listen to this powerful cognition. Paramashiva exists with an individual independent identity with unimaginable form, formlessness, and the pure beauty. He manifests as Mahasadashiva and Sadashiva and Tatpurusha, Ishana, Aghora, Satyojata, Vamadeva Murtis. In that forms also he manifests.
Nithyananda. Today, Swamiji has very beautifully taken us through, making us understand how we exist as Sadashiva. Starting from understanding the existence of Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara, learning about the parallel universes, learning about how the 25 states of consciousness, our individual existence, maps to the parallel universes. And we have had one of the most profound initiations today that Swami initiated us into Ishvara. Tomorrow is going to be something super exciting. We all have so many things that we have to juggle between in a day, correct? You have to handle your job, you have to handle you have to hit your targets, you have to make that money that you need to run your life, and then you have to manage your relationships. You have to still do your passion that you need to pursue your passion that you want to continue on. And now that the new year is just around the corner, you will have your goals for the next year too. But to do all this, one thing that we all regularly face is stress, and we are not able to manage. We feel like our brain is getting too worked up. You need a super brain to manifest superpowers, because it's only with superpowers you can achieve super conscious breakthrough. Tomorrow is going to be awakening the supra intelligence in you, which means when we talk about okay, super brain, okay, superpowers, what does it all mean? Means your brain will awaken its ability to process the information 10 times faster than it is already doing. Do you know a human brain can actually be a supercomputer faster, much more capable than a supercomputer? But our current capacity, how we use it, is not even 2% of the brain, what it's actually possible, what it actually can do. Tomorrow, the initiation and the whole day, the sessions that we're going to be having, is going to walking us through what exactly we need to do, how exactly we can awaken the super brain in us, how we can start manifesting the superpowers through this awakening. Do not miss. Please invite, especially if you have kids, if you have young adults who are going to college, and invite all of them, because this is going to be life changing for them. Do not miss. Please be there tomorrow, and hope all of you enjoyed your day today. Thank you so much for joining with us. This brings us all to the conclusion of our day today, and let's conclude with the Purnamanta. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् नित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.